I love ya. This is Teaching Tuesdays with yayafini.com. Balanced living. I am back. I am back. And so it is spring. And I'm so excited because this is the new year. This is the time for us to set our new intentions, ask for the things that we desire, require. And so this is a series of 4 classes on Oshun. For the next 4 Tuesdays, you will be hearing about Oshun because it's the spring and spring has sprung and you want to go out there and grab yours. And so Oshun, who is Oshun? Who is this that we hear about Oshun, Caridad del Cobre, Mamachola, all of these terms that are known for Oshun? Anyway, so Oshun is the youngest of all the Orishas according to the Yoruba understanding of this faith of Ifa Orisha uh, practice. Oshun is the Orisha that, as one of the stories, that Oshun is the Orisha that is about uh, mysticism, creativity, healing, femininity, the opportunity and the ability for us to conceive and to carry a child is the Orisha, the energy of dance, music, fertility, agriculture, because with her water, she's able to fertilize the land with Orisha Oko. She's also the energy of compassion, of forgiveness, of healing, the healing sweet waters of life, crickets, peacocks. And so Oshun is the energy that, who is Oshun? Historically, Oshun was actually an energy that lived on the bank of the river, and she was known all over West Africa for her beautiful tie-dyes. She did all types of dyes and painting and just beautiful works that today we see just a minuscule of her ability. She would use it for making cloth and for using it for painting designs on houses and all of this. So anyway, she had these big dye pits, and so these one travelers from another place came to the area looking for somewhere to set up their home, set up their place, their location. It's, oh my God, this is so beautiful. And you know, civilization always settles around water because you need it to survive. So they found this beautiful river and the water was so delicious. And so they decided, wow, this is a place that we can make home. So they started clearing the land and chopping down to start farming their food, their yam, their efar, all of the vegetables and things that we eat. And so they started chopping and boom, shut out, this big tree, bam, fell. Everybody was like, whoa, this is nice. We're going to clear. And then they heard a voice says, you have destroyed my dye pots. So stop right now. And so they were so shocked to hear the voice. And they said, oh, we are so sorry. We are so sorry. Is there anything we can do? We love your area. Can we settle here? She says, you may settle here, but not in this location. You can go further up north in the area over to the other side of my river. And there you can live. And so that is the place today that was settled as Oshogbo, that today we know as the Oshun Grove. And so for those of you who have never been there, it's a beautiful place. The water is wonderful. I love it when it's the rainy season because the water is high. And the festival is usually the ending of July and August. But now, Oshun, who is this deity? Who's this energy? As we said, she represents for us the ability to the blood in our system. That's our river that runs through every area of our body and comes through and feeds our heart and our brains. And so without Oshun, we cannot live. We cannot live without water. And so today in our Teaching Tuesday, the one of 4 classes on Oshun is how Oshun works mysteriously. I'm going to give you some things to bathe, some baths, because you know I love to give the baths and information. And then I'm going to talk a little story about Oshun, how I met her for the first time. And so Oshun is, of course, you can take flowers of all colors. Just get a bouquet of flowers. You can take water from your Oshun pot inside of your Oshun, or the water from in front of her altar. If you don't have an altar for Oshun, we have on this YouTube channel, Yayafini, you'll be able to learn how to set up an Oshun altar, but I'll probably have another chance doing this 4 classes to show you a way. And so what we're going to do is then go to the way that you're going to use this bath. You're going to take the flowers of different colors. You're going to get water from Oshun. You're going to use 9 perfumes and make sure one of them, 2 of them is one is vetiver and one is pompeia. Those are the 2 that you want to add. And you get a candle of several colors. They're long 7-day candles. And then while you're making the baths, and after you're using them, use the bath, you're going to leave this candle going until it's finished. You're going to use it. You're going to crush the petals off. You're going to take them off. You're going to make your prayer. You're going to invoke your ancestors, then Oshun, and all of the things that you wish and you want for. And you mix that with a bucket of water. And when you finish with that, then you keep it in your refrigerator, and then so that it doesn't spoil. And you add all of the ingredients, the 9 different oils, pompeia and the vetiver, and then you add that to it. And you can add a little honey if you want to. And then you're going to keep that. And for 9 days, for 3 days, you're going to bathe with that. You soap up, you rinse, and then you use that as your final rinse. Do not dry yourself. Let it dry into your system, into your body. And then you're going to burn the candle for 3 days as you're praying. If the candle lasts for longer than that, you continue to pray, but you've done the bath for 3 days. Another bath for Oshun is verdolaga or purslane. Purslane is available all over the street. It's a weed. So just Google what purslane looks like, and you could just get that. Do not boil it for this, because usually sometimes when we make different baths, you're boiling it. Do not boil a purslane. You're going to take it with water. You're going to crush it. You're going to take some river water, some sea water, and some water from Oshun or from in front of Oshun. And you can use the water from your ancestor table that you've been using to pray to your ancestors. That in itself is sacred water. So you could use that as well. You're going to put some cocoa butter or shea butter. You're going to put some efun, cascarilla, and of course the herb. And you're going to then bathe with it. And you're going to do that for 5 baths. And that is for abundance. That is for bringing a sense of calm and love, self-love, because Oshun is the goddess of self-love. And that's why she says, if you can't love yourself, who else can you love? And so I have a song here that I want to sing, so that while you're making your bath, you can really just go into the Oshun. I'm just going to do a few verses for those who may not know the language. But anyway, the song means exist, always, my mother, always exist, meaning live forever, exist in our tradition and in our river. Okay? And it goes, Imbe, imbe, my ye, imbe, lodo. And I brought my little bell. This is the bell that I take to the river. I have like 10 bells that I use at different times for different reasons. But this is the little one that I got at someone's party. And so I use this one at the river. And so is imbe, my ye, imbe, lodo. Imbe, my ye, imbe, lodo. Ore, ore. Oshun told you me lodo. Ore, yeah, oh. Ore, ore. Oshun told you me lodo. Ore, yeah, oh. Imbe, my yeah. Imbe, lodo. Imbe, my yeah. Imbe, lodo. Imbe, my yeah. Imbe, lodo. Exist, my mother, in our culture, in our river. Live in perpetuity. Yami Oshun. So, I wanted to share with you a nice little story about myself. And so you can know that Oshun is capable of miracles. She's a goddess of mysticism, everything that means how to you can take a glass of water, pray over it, and do stuff. Okay? Oshun, and is also for male and female. Oshun is all of us have Oshun in us. We have the female balance in all of us. And so for me, after I had my first child, I was told that because of the trauma that I went through in having him, I would not be able to have other children. And I was like, oh, I was frustrated. And I was like, that was always the story of my life. I wanted to have a lot of children. And so when I became initiated, I was in confinement for 3 months, where you can't, in our system, you don't go outside in the dark for 3 months, and you have to wear white for a year. And so I was in my period of allowing Obatala to settle in me. And so I was in the temple one night, and I was so thirsty, and I couldn't go outside and so we were in the temple, sleeping in the temple of Oshun. And I was so thirsty. And one of the priestesses of Oshun, um, said, Oshun Bumi said, why don't you just take the water of Oshun? Here's some water. So I just took the water and just drank the water, not knowing. Came out of my 3 months confinement. The first time I slept with my husband, I got pregnant. And so my daughter came out to be a priestess of Obatala, but her mother's Oshun. And so I just want to share with you that just a simple little thing like that you can do. Honor Oshun, pray to her, give honor to her, bless her, bless yourself with her. Use the water to clean your breast, your womb, and if you don't have metal in her, like brass, or that, you can drink that water. And so the water that I drank was the water that was sat in front of Oshun, that was changed by the Yawos and the priestess, the high priestess of Oshun. So I just want you to let you know that I love you and thank you for all of the years that of your support. Go to my website to get the Oshun scrub. Oh my God, that is so delicious and dangerous. You want to order your Oshun Central scrub for the spring? We got a lot of babies that we call scrub babies because the parents got kind of jiggy after using the scrub, and boom, there was a baby. So, but it's also, if you don't want to get pregnant, it's fine too. You know what to do not to. But if you just want to have sensuality and creativity, and I've said before, I use it when I'm traveling so that the people at the airport can say yes when my bags are overloaded and they're supposed to say no. But anyway, enjoy. Go to my website and get the Oshun scrub, the Oshun lotion. And during this period, just stay with us on this path to Oshun. Then after the 4, we're going to go into woo woo, Shango and Ogun. Their period is coming up during the winter. I mean, during the summer. So stay woke, ring your bell, have your flower, and salute Oshun. See you next Tuesday. Odawo. YayaFini.com. Balance living.